What is your plan to become rich? Everyone wants to be the next Elon Musk or Steve Jobs, but have no plan on how they are going to get there. If you don't mind, can you tell us about your plan? How much you currently make? Why you think your plan will work? How long do you think it will take for you to be financially free? I tried several things now, and the best thing that worked for me was trading cars. I will focus on that after next month. I feel like simply buying and selling stuff in general is one of the easier ways to make money. Plans to get rich don't work. Plans for being successful do. The difference is goals and risk. If your plan is to make a pile of money, you'll be resistant to risking money. If you spend money to become successful, money will flow back your way. Build your skills up to have a private equity. Buy, grow, sell companies. Most billionaires are actually made like that. Of course, the richest are from tech, but not everybody has that idea and that competition and also patience for that. Tech can also be very ruthless, and it's only one platform. The best is build your holding companies up and company structures up for private equity. Buy and own industries/niches. That's how most billionaires does it. Without building unicorns. But if you have that in you for unicorns, go for it. Huge risk too. And you don't know if you are gonna get bullied out of the market or forced to be brought, or if you piss off the wrong guy and that guy uses force with the government. Not to forget be stolen from or anything like that. As soon as you realize that you have to trade your life for this amount of money, you'll identify the true meaning of your life and find richness in itself. If all you want is money, your money is worthless. It's the things you can do with it that make life worth exploring. So find out what you want and how much you need. A big house with a garden? A nice car? Fancy food? That's all covered with a decent income. But as soon as you get too much, your sacrifice is the relationship with loved ones and the feeling of inner peace. I always wanted to become rich until I realized I was all ready. Keep your grind up. But set priorities, my friend. You got this. Currently started building Section 8 apartment buildings. Construction cost is $350K per building. They appraise for $900K. After that we will build assisted living facilities, sober living facilities, and then eventually a non-profit for battered women and children. The plan is to build 10 of them, invest in car washes and laundry mats, and let the money flow in while I put my feet up in Colombia. Nope. Everyone doesn't want to be either of those two clowns. Do you ever think of how bad their personal lives are made? I'd rather stay in a 7-figure net worth phase and not compromise on my personal life. Elon and Steve created things, albeit indirectly/with help. These things changed the world. 99.9% don't have the capability or even the real interest/drive to do so. Most people want to get rich with as little effort as possible, hence the explosion of get-rich-quick easiest passive income ideas on YouTube/TikTok, etc. This is further perpetuated by current inflation/recession. Remember, during the gold rush, most of the actual wealth being generated was from those selling the dreamers their shovels. I'm already rich. It's a mindset. You only need to be financially free if you let their constructs entrap you in ideas of bondage, scarcity, and desperation. I don't buy into it one bit. I didn't wake up in a prison. Serve no master but yourself. I'll have to say, money goes where quality is. Try to find something you like to do, and then try to do it better day by day. At some point money will chase you. I initially thought by default everyone would want to become rich. Eventually I learned some people value other things more than money: freedom, purpose, family, status quo, less effort, etc. Meaning not everyone is interested/willing to sacrifice to make more money. If your primary objective is to become rich, then you must be willing to do things which are uncomfortable to you. Then you have to admit the fact that most people won't become rich. Based on US statistics, there are 22.7 million millionaires in 2022, about 6.7% of the population. The number is better than China, where only 0.4% of the population become a millionaire. So your chances is much better if you are in US, but you still have to beat 93.3% of the population. Once you understand the game, then you choose your battlefield based on your interest and competence. For the last 10 years, if you work as computer engineering, you would be pretty advantageous. For the next 10 years, maybe AI or what you see the next big trend will be, or a local trend. Though you can choose a niche, but I guess trend have more momentum and also competitors. Then you choose to start a business or become an employee. Not sure if there is a third path. Sorry that I cannot provide detail on how to become rich through these paths. I don't want or need to be one of the 756 billionaires in the US. I just want to be one of the millionaires. I want a home that's worth between $600,000 and $1.5 million in a quiet neighborhood, and income above $150,000, preferably north of $200,000. It really doesn't take much more than that to become super happy and comfortable in life, specifically living in the US. The plan is to continue to become an expert in my extremely niche field and go from there. There aren't enough people entering the industry, so it will pan out eventually. I'm 18 and my plan is to get my master's degree in mechanical engineering with sub-discipline in mechatronics and a bachelor's in business. After college, I'll work for a company and gain experience for 3 to 4 years. After that, I will start a side business and use what I have learned to make it a profitable company. As soon as my company starts having a good average net income, I will pursue it full-time and quit my other job. The hope is to be financially free by the time I'm 35. I don't plan on becoming rich. Overconsumption is the biggest problem existing in our societies right now. Spend less, work on myself, focus on small things, then you actually don't need to be rich. In my opinion, entrepreneurship I don't think is about being rich. Steve Jobs and Elon Musk are true entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is much more than just money and business. It's about filling gaps and needs in the world and advancing society. If you just want to be rich while doing the bare minimum, that's an entirely different path, and I don't think it's necessarily entrepreneurship. Thanks for being with us. What are your thoughts on these comments? Is there something that you are doing differently? What would you like to hear from us in the coming videos? See you in the next one.